Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of the Baseball Junkies Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian from A League of Her Own.
And I'm Mr. Enfuego.
And we are here to bring you the latest baseball and baseball card hobby news. Let's get rolling right off with the World Series, of course. We are going into Game 6 tonight. Could be over tonight. I'm hoping for Game 7 myself.
I agree. We need Game 7.
That Game 5 was exciting. I thought in the very first inning, as soon as Altuve hits that, he hits a double, he gets a triple out of it.
Yeah.
And then Pena, gets his RBI, and I was like, here we go. And I was like, Noah Syndergaard, I'm nervous for him, man. I'm like, got my fingers crossed for him. I'm like, come on, Noah, get it back, brother, get it back. And then that happened. I'm like, oh. And then Schwarby comes up. Dude, every time that guy swings the bat, I'm like, that guy is just so powerful.
Yeah, definitely. The whole series I've enjoyed up until this point because it's been a war. Okay, you've got a team who everybody is expecting to win it all, meaning the Astros. Then you got another team who nobody really expected to actually make it this far.
100%.
But it's like they kicked it into high gear when they actually made the postseason and they started making a statement. They started out with shutting out the Astros. I think it was Game 3. Then the Astros said, okay, if you want to play that game, we'll shut you out Game 4.
Yeah.
And then now it's all or nothing. I need a Game 7, and there's some folks in the chat who would want the same thing too.
Oh, for sure. Oh, and let's not forget we had a no-no this week in a World Series.
I have a gripe about that. Okay. Now, here's my question to you. What would you deem that what is your definition of a no-hitter? Meaning, is it considered a true no-hitter if it takes 4 pitchers, or is it a true no-hitter if you got just one person? Because here's my thing. 1956.
Yeah.
Perfect game with Don Larson.
Yeah.
Then you got Doc Holliday. I think it was 2012.
Yeah.
And now they're saying Christian Javier, but he had the 3 Musketeers with him to do it too.
Okay. It's 100% a combined no-hitter. It's not an authentic no-hitter in my mind. A no-hitter, a legit no-hitter is the same pitcher the entire thing. Now, you still got to call. I feel like this is like a no-hitter with an asterisk.
That's what everything the Astros do, it has to have an asterisk behind it because there's always caveats to everything that they do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to, I'm
not taking credit away from them.
Yeah, 100%.
They no-hit the Phillies, but it took more than one pitcher to do it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. I still give them their credit, still give them, in the history books for sure, but it shouldn't just say no hitter. Combined no hitter is what it should say.
There you go.
Because that's just, I agree with you. No hitter with help.
There you go.
There we go.
Combo no.
Yeah. Let's say hi to all the wonderful card community members in the chat.
Up ahead today. We got B&D ball cards. We got Canadian card breakers. Claire's card craze. Mrs. 75 likes herself. Diamond Princess. Don't talk the robots. Fraylin Hernandez. We got Hobby Hound. Mr. Phillies himself. Ripping for rookies. We got Steve Rademacher. Trev Open Stuff. And last but certainly not least, we got W Vogs 18.
Whoop, whoop. Thank you guys so much for joining today. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not subbed to my boy, Mr. Enfuego, I got that up pinned at the top there. Make sure to check him out. He's gaining that. He's been gaining this week. He's been gaining
a little bit.
Rightfully so. Oh, and speaking of gaining, and another big shout out, thank you to all you guys in the community. We hit 50 downloads on the podcast this week.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I might be 2 of those, but whatever. I don't care. One's me, one's my mom. You know, it's cool.
Oh, we got Big Ray in there too. Sorry about that, Big Ray. I didn't see you on the list of participants on the chat.
Let's not forget your buddy Mary's here too. What's up, Mary?
Hey, Mary, what's going on?
Brush your teeth.
Yeah, brush your teeth.
Just kidding, girl. All right, guys. World Series tonight. We got Valdez pitching. Wheeler? Is Wheeler pitching for?
So the pitchers that we have today, we do have Valdez for the Astros, and I believe it is Wheeler who's pitching for the Phillies.
All right, cool. That's going to be exciting, and we'll be talking about that game throughout the broadcast, guys, as it is going on right now. Moving on to our next topic, me and Mr. Fuego kind of excited to talk about this because it's, you know, as far as things go in the offseason, this is the funnest thing to watch and keep up on. This MLB offseason, the big possible moves of the offseason. And we've got to start off with Aaron Judge. We have to. That's the biggest one. That's going to be the most interesting move.
That's going to be the move. I think that falls up there where, if you remember, when the Orioles had when Machado went up for free agency, everybody was wondering, where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? Nobody expected the Padres.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see that again with Judge. We might see him in a San Francisco uniform next season.
Yeah. You know, just visiting my family this week, that was bunch of different possibilities. I feel like staying with the Yankees or the San Francisco Giants are the two top in my mind, because I feel like San Francisco's got the money right now. They're wanting to make big moves.
Mm-hmm. And the kid was raised out of there.
I was gonna say Aaron Judge is a Bay Area boy, so this might be something he wants, you know. But my sister also is I can't see the Yankees without Judge, and I can't either. It makes me wonder if they don't get Judge, what they're gonna do, what their thought process is gonna be, or.
Here's what I think is going to happen with Judge if it falls through. If Judge walks, Hal Steinbrenner is going to go find himself a new GM because he's going to place that blame on Brian Cashman, because more than likely, Hal's going to probably tell him, do whatever it takes to keep Judge in pinstripes. You know? And as a GM, you want to keep your ownership happy, both getting them quality players and saving on their wallets. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
And then now, if they keep him, okay, there's gonna have to be some moving around. You know, like I mentioned the last go around, you get rid of some players. You open up your checkbooks, you can devote that into a mass contract for Judge. Okay. But there was a MLB analyst by the name of Jeff Passan who said and made a valid point. Judge is very loyal with anything he gets his hands on. So right now, he basically thinks that Judge will remain a Yankee simply for the fact that he feels in his heart he has unfinished business. So in my mind, I see Judge in pinstripes next season.
Okay. I'm looking forward to see if that happens and how much money he's going to get, because that's always very interesting.
He's going to command a lot, because
300 plus, which rightfully so. He wants to be up there with Mike Trout, Anthony Rendon, you know, those guys. Rightfully so. He did it this year.
He needs to pass them with this performance.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about the whole some people say, those bigger guys, they don't age well. Do you think that they consider that in their mind? I mean, they must at some point, or do you think that's a bunch of BS, or like, I was talking to my brother about it this week, and he was talking about, think about like the guy like Chipper Jones and Craig Biggio and stuff like that. The smaller guys seem to, age better. I don't know if that's the appropriate way to say that.
Well, here's the thing. Judge right now is 30 years old. Okay. He started his career a little bit late. He started at 25. He's a monster.
Yeah.
Physically. Yeah. Okay. The kid is he's 6'7", probably barely past 300 pounds. Okay. Give or take. So that is going to take into consideration long term. But if I had to place a bet, I'm sure Hal is thinking just like his father George. I'll worry about that later on. Bring me championships now.
Got it.
Okay. And if he can bring them, if they sign him to, let's just say, a 7-year deal. Okay. If you can bring me 4 or 5 championships out of these 7 years,
worth the money.
Money well invested.
Yep, 100% agreed. Another player that I've got my eye on, I'm just curious about what's going to happen with him, is Carlos Correa. Opted out of his contract with the Minnesota Twins. I guess you can opt back in as well. Is that a thing? Like
through arbitration?
You can. Okay. But he did opt out. I don't know. There was rumors about him going back to Houston. I don't see that now with the way Pena's been playing. Like, nope. Why?
I can tell you now, the Astros aren't even considering bringing Correa back because of Pena.
Yeah, that's my thought. Why? When you've got somebody that's, got the potential. If he's not already just as good, he's got the potential to be just as good as Carlos Correa.
Definitely.
Saving all that money, shoot. And if they get a championship, that's gonna be sentimental to that kid too. That kid,
it really is.
Like watching some of his interviews. Oh my, I'm like,
because how many rookies
want to like the Astros again? Almost.
No, not so much. How many? How many rookies win the ALCS MVP?
For reals,
okay.
None.
That made a statement for him.
Isn't he the first ever?
No, I think there's some way back when. I would actually have to do some digging up, but I'm sure he's not the first.
First, okay. I thought I saw a little tick thing on that, but I'll double check that here in a second too, because there's a possibility.
I don't think right now the Astros would set themselves back if they try to pick up Correa, because if they do pick him up, what they're going to do with Pena?
Exactly.
They're not going to send him down.
No,
because he's made a name for himself. He's been productive. Hell, the Astros are here now in Game 6, in my opinion, because of Pena.
100%. Let me just address something that's been mentioned in the comments here. Demolover said, I heard the A's might sign Sammy Slapnuts to a 10-year deal. Ha ha ha. In Oakland A's news, the biggest news for the Oakland A's, I'll just throw out right here, is they're probably going to Las Vegas. I keep an eye on that. I've been annoyed with it for years. I'd like for them to stay in Oakland, but the city of Oakland is really not helping them. It might look like they're dragging their feet, but it's not the MLB and it's not the A's organization in any way whatsoever. It's Oakland.
So then if Oakland leaves to Vegas, what position would the A's fans be then? Do they still root for the A's, or are they just going to go further south and go with the Dodgers?
Well, they'll probably go to the Giants. Is what
go to the Giants. That's right.
They'll go to the Giants.
San Francisco's in between.
Yeah. I'll stay an A's fan. I'm actually at the point now where I'd be happy to see them go to Las Vegas, so that organization could get some love that it deserves. There's some great like prospects and talent in that farm system, and they come into the A's and they develop some great players. Obviously, I mean, look at
they develop them, but they get rid of them at the same time.
exactly. They're that much. You guys all seen Moneyball, and if you haven't seen Moneyball, check it out because it is super interesting. And I do think it was very smart moves and stuff. But there's got to come a time where you got to retain some players so you can retain a fan base, so you can have some kind, like there's so many. It's exhausting. It's exhausting to be an A's fan. I grew up.
And what you going through with the A's, I go through with the Yankees. Everybody and their respective team goes through it with their team, and it's just the nature of the beast. And I think it's good for business, but
I have crippling depression.
Who knows for sure.
Yeah. Don't ever compare your troubles of the Yankees with my A's ever again. How dare you?
I'm just trying to put, they're apples and oranges, but they're both fruits.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. So in other offseason news, we were also talking about DeGrom. He's coming up on free agency.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to that'll be interesting. I'm wondering how that's going to go. He's a beast. He's probably the best pitcher in the league.
He was actually a discussion. If the Yankees don't pick up Judge, do they target DeGrom?
The Yankees sure could use another really good starting pitcher. I worry about DeGrom. It seems like he's gotten injured the past couple of years is my only thing.
Here's the issue. If they was to pick up DeGrom, though, who would be the ace of the pitching staff? Would it be Cole or would it be DeGrom? Nimmo was coming up. He's a free agent also.
Yeah.
He came up in the conversation. So, I
feel like DeGrom's a better pitcher than Cole. Cole's a great pitcher. I'd very close second in my mind.
Good assessment. Okay.
Because Cole is a beast. He pitches good games, but then he has off games. And I feel like DeGrom always pitches good, but then he gets injured. So it almost like balances out in my mind. So that'll be interesting.
But here's a shocker for you, though.
What's that?
If you look at the latest product that came out, which was Topps Update, there's a specific card there, false advertisement. And it has the Three Musketeers from the Cardinals. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
You got Pujols, Molina,
Wainwright.
Mm-hmm. Wainwright just signed for another year next season.
I don't know why that's starting. I don't know. It's always annoyed me when players do that. I don't know why. Like it's usually in football when Brett Favre did that crap. Now Tom Brady did it.
Well, Favre did it at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
if you're gonna retire. Dude,
I know.
Hang it up.
I know, and I feel like I don't know what the thought process is. I feel like, and like now Tom Brady. Okay, I'm not getting into football. I just feel like.
But with Wainwright, in my mind, okay, what else does he have to prove?
Yeah.
He's got 2 World Series. I think he's got a couple of Cy Youngs. I mean, he's had a phenomenal career. What else is there?
And my only thought maybe is I can't even imagine how hard it is to walk away from it. And if you could get in one more year, maybe you're thinking, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I like it better when you go out with some grace.
Yeah. If you say if in 22 you say you're gonna hang it up, but then later on you're gonna say, nope, I'm gonna do one more year. Everybody's gonna be thinking, okay, he's gonna say he's retiring 23, but oh wait, we're gonna do one more in 24. It's gonna get old, and you're gonna wear out your welcome.
So I just want to take a quick look on this trade rumors thing. I was wondering.
Couple of manager moves.
Yeah.
White Sox got their new skipper, Griffel, Pedro Griffel. Don't really know too much about him, but hopefully he does better than La Russa.
Yeah. Man, Tony La Russa. That's another thing. Like, should have stayed retired because Tony La Russa was like top manager, one of the top managers in my mind after the A's and stuff like that. And then
because he's been in baseball for like what 200 years.
Yeah, at least 200, maybe 3.
Wow.
And I just feel like all this like disgraceful stuff came out when he was with the White Sox too. The whole drunk driving thing and the whole like, the whole unwritten rules and all. And it's like it got to the point where every time he opened his mouth, it would make me cringe. So I'm kind of excited about the Texas Rangers new manager, Bruce Bochy. Well, that's another guy that retired, but he's back. So I don't know how I'm hoping it goes well. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited about that.
The Jays, they got John Schneider as their manager now.
Yeah, and from what I understand, Blue Jays fans are stoked about that. So hopefully good things for there. I was looking at like the Blue Jays situation because I saw in other streams people talking about Vladdy and Bo, and none of them are going anywhere this year. They're still in their
well, that's the intent. That is the intent.
Yeah. Well, I thought some people were saying they were at the end of their contracts or end of this or end of their time. And I'm like, no, I was looking through and I didn't see any of that. They're talking about different moves, trading, stuff like that, because they've got like 3 really good catchers.
Well, here's the thing. Currently, the arbitration eligible players, you got Teoscar Hernandez, Raymond Tapia, Kimber, Trevor Richards, Bradley Zimmer, Vladdy Jr., Kevin Biggio, Bo Bichette, Jordan Romano, Santiago Espinal. They are eligible for arbitration. And then currently you got Ross Stripling and David Phelps as your free agents.
Yeah. So I think I feel like the Blue Jays focus is going to be on pitching. I think as far as people to trade and stuff, I think Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and Ramal Tapia were the ones that would possibly be like playing chips. Nothing for sure, of course, but Kevin Biggio is coming on up to where this next season is going to be a super important season for him for his career. So yeah, so exciting stuff. I'm just Royals hire Matt as manager. Nolan Arenado is not going to opt out of his Cardinals contract, rightfully so. The Cardinals did well, so that's good. There's a little bit of dabble here about Fernando Tatis Jr. Shout out. I see there's it looks like Jose Ramirez is getting some hand surgery, expected to be ready for spring training. Very quick shout out to Jose Ramirez. One of the few guys I've got like super big respect for because he's one of those guys that stayed with his team.
He's underrated.
Super underrated, and seems like such a cool guy, and stayed with Cleveland. He could have got a lot more money, and he took, I don't know. I just thought that was super cool. Really cool.
Definitely. So, I think if he wants to if he's considering a Hall of Fame career, he needs to leave the Guardians, honestly.
Yeah.
Go to a more compatible team to build your resume, World Series MVP or World Series champ actually plays dividends in Hall of Fame consideration.
That's true.
So.
But then, another that just that automatically makes me think of Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani real quick. When I read the news on them, I didn't really realize that the Angels were for sale, and they're looking to sell that team and stuff, and what they were talking about what it would mean for the team, and it's like, God, I hope something happens with that. Like
something needs to happen.
I just want so badly Mike Trout to get to playoffs and have a good run and to get to a World Series. Like I just feel like nobody else deserves it more. Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of big name players that are in organizations that nobody expects to make it to the postseason, even with the new rules that Manfred has got going on today, with basically half the damn league can make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They still don't have those hopes.
Yeah, insane. So just could use another. I'm just looking through our comments here, seeing, Big Chief talking about, they could pitching needed for Toronto. Let's see. Yeah, Theo and a catcher would be a blockbuster trade for. So yeah, we got a lot of the Canadian fan base in here shouting out for those Toronto Blue Jays. Love it. Yeah. So I think unless there's another player you want to talk about.
No, not even that. I do want to take a quick dabble at what the predictions are for these awards. So
yes,
I'm looking at CBS Sports, okay, and their predictions for your usual awards, your MVPs, your Cy Youngs, all that good stuff. They have Aaron Judge walking away as AL MVP, as rightfully so.
Yeah.
Followed by Ohtani, which, okay, I expected. Yeah. Behind those two, you got Jordan. Makes sense. Now, the National League, they got Goldschmidt walking away with the MVP, followed by Arenado.
Yeah.
And then Machado's at third. For Cy Young, American League, we're looking at Justin Verlander. Yeah, that's pretty much a no-brainer. And then for the National League, Sandy Alcantara. And then for the Rookie of the Year, they got J-Rod. Funny thing is, the top 5 names they have on here, guess whose name is not on it?
Whose name was it? I remember you sent me the list, and I was like, "What the?"
Bobby Witt Jr. is not on this list.
Yeah.
They have J-Rod walking away with the award, followed by Adley Rutschman, Stephen Kwan, and George Kirby.
So, yes, Sandy Alcantara is nasty. Someone's Big Chief's talking about that. Yes, he was nasty. Probably underrated because he's on the Marlins. So they just don't get any attention.
Yep.
Who was the other one you just said? My mind just went blank. Okay, well, Bobby Witt Jr. He shouldn't be on the list. I don't think he played that well. He didn't. I don't feel like he did as good. I don't feel like he held a candle to Julio Rodriguez. Really, he's one of my favorites for sure. But those top guys that people are in our card collecting, like Spencer Torkelson and him,
and that's another thing.
Yeah.
Torkelson didn't even play half the season, but yeah, he's still deemed a chaser in the hobby.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was on a stream yesterday, and I think I practically pulled every Torkelson variation out of
I saw
Diamond
that.
Prince. Yeah, so
I saw that.
I don't know what I'm going to do with those.
Yeah.
But I mean, at first, when the season first kicked off, J-Rod, Torkelson, and Witt, well, mainly everybody minus Torkelson was pretty much neck and neck as far as performance. Witt had his good moments. J-Rod had his good moments. But as far as longevity, Witt actually outdid him because he hasn't gotten hurt. J-Rod did.
Yeah.
But what I think helped him walk away with the Rookie of the Year, his performance at the Home Run Derby.
100%. Yep. You got eyes on him. You got people
because he was a monster at that.
He did I mean, getting to the playoffs and the stuff he did in the playoff, good stuff. Bobby Witt, I'm definitely, for me personally, I'm still collecting him, and I'm thinking long term for him. But I feel like it's gonna take him a minute, in my opinion. But still good. Special Torkelson, someone said it in the comments right here. People go nuts for him just because he was #1 draft pick, and that's what annoys me with Bowman. Sometimes Bowman's first cards, where people spend all this crazy money on it, and I'm like, if you look at some of those Bowman first, especially in this last Bowman thing we had here, some of those people are it's their first Bowman card, but they were drafted in the 120th round,
I know.
stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know if people, they just see that first Bowman and maybe they see the team, they get excited.
Yeah.
Vogs, that's another topic we were going to talk about. The Gold Glove winners.
The only ones that matter to me for the Golden Gloves is the Yankees had Jose Trevino and DJ LeMahieu as a utility player, mind you. So there was history in that as well.
Yeah. Let me pull up the Golden Glove winners here. Take a look at that.
So I got it actually here for you. So
cool.
In the American League, you got Jose Trevino, Vladdy Jr., Andres Jimenez, Ramon Urias, Jeremy Pena, Stephen Kwan, Miles Straw, Kyle Tucker, Shane Bieber, and DJ LeMahieu. And then for the National League, you had JT Realmuto, Christian Walker, Brendan Rodgers, Nolan Arenado, Dansby Swanson, Ian Happ, Trent Grisham, Mookie Betts, Max Fried, and Brendan Donovan.
So when I was looking at the potential before this all happened, I was kind of Manny Machado wasn't on that list originally.
Right.
Brendan Rodgers, second base Rockies, low key, another just I guess because he's on the Rockies. I don't know. Like that guy's good. He's a little older too. I know. But he's awesome. Dansby Swanson defensively is actually always pretty awesome. Nolan Arenado, no issue there. He's
right.
Amazing. Josh Donaldson defensively, freaking beast. No, you thought he was trash?
Josh Donaldson, he need to go. He
need to go. I thought defensively he was good. I thought his hitting performance was what needed the work. Oh my God, I love Trent Grisham on the Padres. He gets like almost no love either, but he's awesome. He's good.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts, of course, yes. Max Fried, Brendan Donovan for utility player. Interesting. That's an interesting one to me. I don't know why he didn't stick out in my mind, but I could have just missed. Jose Trevino for the Yankees was like, to me, it was epic. Like I thought that guy was great this year. Vladdy on first base, dude. I love Vladdy. Like after that first year, and then you watch all his exercising and all the stuff he did, and the move from third base to first base thought was great. Good call, and I feel like he's doing so good. He's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
So dig it. I love the picture here where they show him where he had gotten that ball and he dove to hit the bag with his mitt. Oh my God, so awesome. Ooh,
I love how they just sacrificed themselves.
Yes, love it. Yeah, he's not no little dude either. That's a big move. There's possible injuries all over the place doing that kind of stuff. Andre Jimenez from the Guardians, awesome. Right. Jeremy Pena, obviously he was awesome. Ramon Urias for the Orioles. So I'm not gonna lie, he doesn't pop up in my mind.
No, not really.
I would think I would have thought Jose Ramirez, but maybe
I think as an honorable I'm surprised as an honorable mention, O'Neal Cruz wasn't considered.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. For real. O'Neal Cruz was amazing this year.
And I mentioned this in one of my videos. When I think of, okay, if you take Aaron Judge, if Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Vladdy Jr. had a baby, you would have O'Neal Cruz. Because if you think about it, O'Neal is 6'7". He has a cannon for an arm. Okay, he can hit for power. That's where Stanton comes in. And Cruz is Spanish too. So he'll get that from Vladdy Daddy Jr. side.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
dude,
he's a four. I see great things for O'Neal Cruz if he keeps playing the way he does.
Yeah, me too. He's exciting. He's on the Pirates, so he will get traded somewhere. That'll be an interesting. Pirates another one, just like my A's, just trade all them good players away.
Yeah.
So, let me see what else here. Oop, I lost my list. Shane Bieber, beast. DJ LeMahieu, beast. Kyle Tucker, beast.
I wouldn't really call LeMahieu a beast. I would say he's more productive.
I'm thinking just defensively right now. Let's just talk defensively.
he's productive. He is productive.
Yeah,
I know he wears pinstripes, but
yeah,
he's injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
When he's not hurt, okay, he's productive. He makes things happen.
Yes.
So he makes minimal errors, unlike kind of Falefa, which I hope he leaves too. But I mean, we made a good investment on LeMahieu, in my opinion.
That's another good topic too. Like, the Yankees could be like kind of searching for a new shortstop too, and I think like Xander Bogaerts is up. I think as well. Correa. I mean, I don't know if that's in the play, if the works with the whole Aaron Judge thing.
If they're considering on replacing kind of Falefa, we'll call up Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, you know what? And now that you mentioned that, I watched an interview of like a phone interview that Aaron Boone did, and it kind of seems like they're thinking about hanging on to him and Donaldson. He likes him. He thinks that and maybe he thinks with them there's some work and they'll be better. I don't know. Yankees, come on, man.
Just like I said before, if we get rid of IKF, Hicks, Falefa, Chapman, Donaldson, and Higashioka, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Oh, that's another thing. The Cabrera and Cabrera and possibly Volpe coming up. That's a lot of good potential right there too. And
Oswaldo Cabrera, he plays on every position.
Did somebody just hit a home run? Nope, on the wall. Almost. This Phillies game, I gotta catch this. It's still 0-0.
Yep, shoot. 1 out, bottom of the second.
Awesome. So, all right, gosh. So I'm so sad baseball's gonna be gone, but I'm still gonna be a lot of fun stuff to look into. All right. I think we need to move on in to some hobby news. All right, guys. Did anybody see any videos this week? And probably the most informative was Sports Card Radio's video on the Panini controversy, guaranteed hits in those the Crown Royal boxes, basketball Crown Royal that you can see from the hologram in front. You could tell which one has the kaboom in it. That's been confirmed. That's like there's no way around this. All the other different controversies and stuff we've talked about, like there's always a possibility like it's a coincidence. There's that possibility, but this one, no. And it
I mean, if I was in the business of running a card shop and having breaks streamed on major platforms, I personally would stay away from Crown solely because of information that is being put out like that. Because I wouldn't want to be on Instagram running a break of this particular product, and then I have a certain person talking about, "Are you running a case? Can I see the case? Okay, I want to look at their shoelaces, dude." What?
Yeah.
I mean, and then as that breaker, if I know that information that is what we know now, who's to say I'm not going to jack up those prices times 4, knowing if I look at that serial number, I'm guaranteed a kaboom.
Yeah. The way. So if I'm a breaker and I'm going that route, and I've learned this, my thing now, if I'm wanting to be completely transparent and legit, is if I've got a sealed case, I got to record myself opening that sealed case. I need to like pull out each one and put like a sticker on the front of each one.
If it
mix them up to cover it up.
I'm leaving the boxes in the case, and I'll just pull them out one at a time.
Yeah, just show the box, and then it's like, all right, which one? I'm not showing you the front of them. I don't even know the front of them because that would be. But God, I'm not gonna lie, like that maybe if I'm a card collector, that's tempting for me, buy a case and look and keep that one for myself. I'm not gonna lie, that would be very tempting if I want to collect and keep that kaboom for myself. But Jesus, dude, like, so I'm watching other videos. They're talking about just like boycotting Panini altogether, and I mean, they've got a point. Like, now, somebody makes a point, like they've got to have a way to make sure that you get your guaranteed case hit. But damn, couldn't you be a little bit more discreet about that? Like, come on, man. Like, with all this stuff going on.
Definitely. And Extreme Card Breaks, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Said it clearly. If you're going to involve a particular product that's in question, you either need to have a full case of it, or don't even include that particular product in a mixer break.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's either a full case, a half case, or nothing at all.
Yeah. And this whole situation in my mind, like, blows everything else up with the whole backyard breaks thing and all that stuff. So now, I mean, even more, it's more a possibility that all those shenanigans are going on. And like, I don't know what, like, with the way
this industry is being, in my opinion, the business is being politicized, because now what leads me to believe, okay, who's to say that that method doesn't trickle over into baseball? What serial number do I need to look for to get that home field advantage or that superfractor?
Yeah. Serious.
You know, I
100%.
mean,
It makes me question all of it. And it's like, well, first of all, like with Panini, now should I be like boycotting Panini? Be like, hey, you guys need some auditors or something like this? Some people were talking about third company auditors coming into this now. And I'm like, to me, I'm like, Jesus, have we come to that point? Well, I guess we have, because it's like, this is like gambling.
It is.
Sports card collecting can easily be like it. I mean, like gambling, you know, so I don't know. It makes me sad. I just want to collect cards and have fun.
That's all.
Open a box and like have the possibility of getting something freaking amazing like that is all I want. But if like this kind of thing thinks like I'm just some little nobody, like I'm for sure going to get the leftover stuff. I don't have a chance. You know what? I'm still going to have fun though, but still. That's not the point here, you know. So
I mean, I get my little rocks off when I pulled a green parallel out of $4.99. You know, I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But then you've got these dudes who make it a business and do it for a living. They pull that same $4.99. Oh, this is just a $4.99. It's okay. I'm not even worried about that. Let's go look for this kaboom or this superfractor. How about it?
Oh my God, you just nailed it right there. Like I don't know, that hurts my heart every time I see that. Really does. People do that.
It leaves a bad taste in everybody who makes the hobby fun, a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah. You should be so excited. Did you see my video this week with my mom? How excited she was over those helmet cards?
Yes.
I gotta look for a Giants one and find a Giants one for her, because that was super cute. Like she was.
That is what I expect for non-business minded collectors.
Yeah, 100%. And then I was talking to my brother this week. He didn't know about the whole Tops Now thing. He really likes the idea of a great play happening in a game. You go on Tops and you get a chance at getting a picture of that exact moment, and maybe getting a numbered one or something. Sometimes those ones obviously sell out a lot faster.
Right.
You know, the autoed ones or the relic one, whatever. He really like thought that was a cool idea to collect these great moments, because think about when you're watching game, it's all about these moments that stick with you.
It really is. Like, then, you know, you've got your Judge 60-second home run, your Pujols 700 home run, Miggy's 3,000 hit, things like that. You know, you can actually feel as that collector, you own a piece of history.
And furthermore, if you're at one of those games, you're at the game and you see that happen, I mean, there's so much more connection there. It's so much more meaningful. So anyways, cool stuff. The goose got a top. Yeah. And that was a joke. Top making money anytime an animal ends up on the field.
Yeah.
The cat cards and the goose.
So then that would mean that the bird that Randy Johnson hits in the Hall of Fame there, Canadian card breakers.
Dude. That's one of the coolest moments ever in baseball.
That bird took one for the team.
Oh my God. Love it. Love it. So Anyways, I would love a Jose Canseco card. I'd love to have a Jose Canseco card with the ball bouncing off his head when he was on the Rangers. That'd be fun. That's just, these things happen. That'd be fun.
Definitely.
So furthermore, we're going to move on to the next topic here. We got the Forensic Grading Company. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard about this. They were robbed. This is a grading company based out of Texas. I want to say Austin, Texas. It might be.
They're out of South Lake, Texas, and they've been in business for just a year and a half.
Yeah, just one of those companies that popped up during the COVID period there. They were robbed. They were not at first wanting to tell too much about which cards they were and things like that. And they were saying it was because they didn't want to scare the people that stole them. Like, as far as like if they posted them for sale, they'd be able to find them easier, which personally to me doesn't make sense, because I feel like this community, the way this community works, like, let us know. And we got our eyes open. Extreme Card Breaks does a freaking phenomenal job of that. He's got a thing on there, like, with a whole list of like scammers and I don't know. This, like, I think you should. I think I would have done it differently if I was like the owner of the company. So that being said, you guys, if anybody's thought about sending cards in for grading, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like, for some people, just the thought of sending your card in, like, keeps them, like, people are nervous about doing that, and rightfully so, or like they don't know if they don't know where to start and all that stuff. If you do decide to get your cards graded, make sure you do it with somebody you trust, or if you're doing it yourself, like you're submitting to PSA or TAG or SBC, I always recommend paying for extra insurance on thing. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Just because with all the stuff that happened these past few years with like FedEx and UPS and postals are like opening, like they could tell by the address, opening and stealing stuff, and it's just, and then things happen like I mean, Florida, hurricane stuff happens, things get lost, things happen, and you have to mentally prepare yourself a little bit.
You really do. But just to give everybody an idea of actually what happened with this robbery. So it was a one-man act, okay? It was a single person, and basically he broke into the facility with just a crowbar and stole roughly about 20 customers' orders. And since Adrian didn't mention it, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. The most expensive and valuable card that was actually stolen was a 86-87 Fleer Jordan rookie card.
Yeah.
Yeah. The police were informed, customers were notified, pawn shops were notified, the insurance and local LCSs in that area were notified. So if they do see these particular cards, because I'm pretty sure this company tracks the cards based off the serial number of their slabs. I'm hoping that's what they use. That's just me.
Yeah.
And if they see those particular cards in their facilities or whatnot, they report it to local authorities and they catch the bad guy for the most part.
So that makes me think, like, for example, if you don't mind me using you as an example, you've got those two cards from your grandfather that I think you don't want to get those graded. You want to keep those the way they were given to you. But if someday you decided to, that would be something that I would actually go to, like an on-site kind of thing. Like
I would walk them myself. Yes.
Walk in yourself with them kind of thing. Extreme Card Breaks just commented, like, insurance saved him this year. 6 packages lost from his local post office. Saved him thousands. Like, dude, yeah. Like, I know I always talk about, hey guys, this is just cards. We're just having fun here. But I know these cards, there's a lot of value in a lot of these cards. And it's also like protect yourself for sure.
Cardboard is the stock market for hobbyists.
100%. You know, there's some stuff that I would be pretty sad about if they got lost or, you know, things like that. And so definitely. So the other thing, I guess, with the forensic grading thing, we were talking about like the type of security or lack thereof they had going on with that place.
We don't know all the details about it. Like, are they running surveillance? We don't know.
Yeah, I feel like not all the details have been given to us.
Right. And for obvious reasons, because it's going to intervene with the investigation.
Yeah, you know, I'd like to, like you were saying, with the numbers and stuff, but I'd like to think with some of the stuff that's going through those doors.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a customer of FCG and you call me and tell me my cards were stolen, I'm just gonna be like,
what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's how I'm gonna be. You know, I'm gonna be like, okay, what are y'all doing to get my stuff back?
Yeah.
So,
what are you gonna do? Like, depending upon what went down, like if we got some Ocean's 11 stuff going on, dude. I mean, like how are you gonna reimburse me? How's it? Let me know ASAP. You know.
Well, Tito 2022 said, what if they crack them out of the slabs and then sell them? That could be a possibility.
100%.
You know, they could crack them out of those current slabs and resend them for slabbing so they could be under a different serial number. That could be an idea, but that's why they're trying to get ahead of the power curve before that happens. That's just what I'm thinking.
Dude, we're getting raided right now.
We getting raided.
I don't know who's raided. James Diesel just said raid. Thank you guys so much. Oh, we've been raided by Diamond Princess. Imagine that. We're gonna be over Diamond Princess's stream after.
All right, Diamond, we got you.
We got you, girl. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys all. We're not done yet, but I just want to thank you guys for joining us today. And don't forget to hit that like button. You guys are awesome. So awesome. Having so much fun doing this. This is awesome podcast. Woo. So dang.
So any news on our submission?
Tag. Let me pull that up. Yes. So you guys know we've got a submission coming in or went into tag grading. Let me pull this up here.
We appreciate it, Diamond Princess.
Yeah, thank you, Diamond. You were awesome. We'll see you soon, girl. Let's see. So, tag grading. I don't know why all my tabs got shut down. Can't have nice things. All right. Here, let me do this. Okay. So, we sent in 20 cards for the 30-day submission to tag. I got a video on that on my channel. Check that out, guys. The first half of it, the packaging that they send you to send your cards in with is amazing. They give you return shipping for FedEx. I am showing that I got the kit on the 24th is what they're showing. I sent the kit back to them on November 1st. They received it on November 1st. And then they've already done their image processing. So if you guys recall, like they'll actually do images of your cards, and like when they're going through the grading and stuff like that, if there's dings on the card, issues with the cards, there's going to be an image on your website under your portal to see why your card got dinged. So the image processing has already been done. It's in the verification process, and the next steps it's showing me is slab assembly, QA, which is, they're double checking, slab imaging, and then after that, order complete. So already halfway through. And
hasn't even been a week.
Yeah. So I'm more and more excited about that the more I watch this.
Yeah, definitely.
This whole process going down. So hopefully it works out. Hopefully it'd be fun to have a really cool new grading company to do business with, you know.
Exactly.
And then I think we decided that we're gonna give the Arena Club a test run, a small test run after all this is done.
We'll do a small test run.
Why not? Why not? Let's give the people what they need to know.
There you go.
So we got that going this week. Let's get into our favorite community videos of the week. So yeah, big shout out to Brian Basketball. So we've had Halloween since our last podcast, and on Halloween, Brian Basketballs did what I thought was a super cute live stream. He was live streaming his front porch, Halloween night, and he's had his candy out there. I believe he was sitting outside with his wife, I believe. And so he had the candy, kids were coming up, and then he had boxes of basketball, football, Pokemon, So he'd be like, all right, here's your candy, and you get to pick a pack. And he got to talking to people, and some of the kids, were so excited. It was so cool. I love to see the kids get so excited over cards. Majority of it was Pokemon. I don't care. I consider it a gateway drug, and I'm okay with it. So, and quite honestly, if we really looked into it, there's probably a lot of Pokemon cards are worth a lot more than some of our baseball stuff. So let's be real about it. So I enjoyed that one this week. Our buddy Mike at Ripping for Rookies had an amazing break this week with a Pop update. Oh my God, Pop update has been so much fun. I got a hobby box of it from Topps.
Okay.
I got home today, so I got it today. So I'll be doing a video of that this week. But he pulled some amazing stuff. There's a link for that video. I don't want to spoil it completely. There's a link for just the hits. So it's not for the entire live stream. He went back and did the hits video, and it's still actually a little bit of a long video because there were so many amazing hits.
But there was one particular card,
emotional damage.
It gave him that heart attack moment, which he's been looking for every time he's been doing the break. And and this ain't the first time. This is actually the second time since I've known him that he's actually done one. The first card that he pulled, I don't remember what it was. Mike, if you're in here, the first break that you did that you got a heart attack moment, go ahead and let the people know what that card was, because I don't remember.
It's got to be the Shohei Ohtani auto.
That's what it was, the redemption. It was that redemption.
Because I watched him do I watched him pull that and completely lose his mind, which rightfully so. It was awesome. There's nothing I love more than watching.
Here's the question for you though: which reaction was memorable, the Shohei or his most recent?
Most recent,
I would think so too.
Yeah,
I would think so too.
I don't think I'm giving away too much by saying that was his very first ever 101. No. This is not his first 1-of-1. Not his first 101?
No.
Okay.
And
there's a 101 in there.
We kind of spoiled it a little bit, but we didn't say who it was. So if y'all want to know who that is, y'all need to go check out that video.
Go check it out. There's a bunch of good stuff in there, and there's a 101 that's worth checking out. So links for that are in the description, guys. Be sure to check them out. And if you guys like it, which I'm sure you will, maybe drop them a sub. They'll appreciate it.
Okay, so Mike is saying there was actually a first that was pulled on a live stream.
First on a live stream. Yes, I love it. Yeah, Ohtani out of 25 auto redemption.
Yeah.
Was that the last one? I don't know. I just love it. Mike's a good guy. Good stuff. Yeah. So many other good things going on this week. We got our baseball. Ooh. It was Zach Wheeler is pitching. I guess everybody's figured that out by now, but I, for some reason, just saw it.
I just caught it. Yeah.
0-0 still, bottom of the third.
Yep.
Is what I've got. And I think that might be a wrap.
That might be
podcast. Is there anything else you wanted to shout out, talk about your channel, anything? You got anything coming out on your channel this week, sir?
Well, like I did a quick video yesterday. Well, I'm gonna consider it a short. I try to record a hobby box of update ripping yesterday, and I go through halfway of the box, and I look up at my OBS and I forgot to hit the record button. So what I ended up doing was
loser.
Yeah. What I ended up doing was I just did a little mini video of the hits that I pulled. So that's already up. Go check that out. You can see what hits were out there.
I was wondering why you did it that way, but I thought maybe when you did the rip, it was too long. But I hate it when I forget to hit the record button.
Yeah,
I gotta do a shout out real quick. I just saw in the comments here, Trev Open Stuff, friend of mine. He's in the Discord. He's got a channel. His mom is in the hospital right now. His mom. He's from across the pond in the United Kingdom. Very fancy.
Okay.
Her name's Carol. Hey, Carol. I hope you are getting better. I hope you feel better, and thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Thank you, Kenny, for the kind words. Collector's Dream, Ripping for Rookies, CCB, Big Rays, everybody else that was here tonight, you guys. And I do have our outro loaded and locked tonight. I don't know that you guys were here last week. I was about to play it and I realized I didn't download it. So, ooh, Titus, what's up, my man?
What's up, Titus?
You guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We love this so much. We have so much fun. And we will be seeing you out there in YouTube land and the live streams and such.
Yes, we will.
You guys are awesome. Have a good one and enjoy the outro.
All right.